Hey you! So the first mistake I see so many guys making during the winter months is screwing up their layers. Layering your clothes is a stylish and functional cold weather style move that allows you to adapt to environments with different temperatures and look good doing so. However, I see so many guys making a number of different layering fails. First of all, you always want the fabric of each item to get thicker with each layer. For example, start with a t-shirt as your base layer, or some thermals if you live somewhere particularly chilly, before adding an Oxford shirt, and then a crew neck or V-neck sweater on top. Remember to consider the length and fit of each layer, as you never want to wear long sleeves under short ones or relaxed fit items under more figure-hugging ones. Color-wise, I personally think that layering always looks best when you wear brighter or lighter shades on the inside, and then you get darker with each additional layer, especially during winter. Wearing darker items under lighter ones can look really off-putting, and it's not something that you should be attempting unless you really know what you're doing. So when talking about seasonal clothing, it's important that the colors you wear reflect both the weather and time of year. And the next mistake that I see so many men making is going for shades that are far too bright or light for the winter month. Now, don't get me wrong, you are totally allowed to rock brighter items during the spring and summer months, like pastel colored t-shirts, chambray shirts, light wash jeans. However, winter style is all about thicker fabric, and going for heavier items in brighter, colorful shades just looks plain wrong 90% of the time. Also, dark colors are better at hiding damp patches, for instance, which is particularly convenient if you live somewhere that gets a lot of rain or snow. Now, for the winter months, you really can't go wrong by sticking with neutral, darker colors like black, charcoal, or navy. But you could always incorporate some olive or burgundy shades if you want to mix things up. With that said, you don't have to completely avoid brighter shades, but at this time of year, they really work best if used sparingly. For example, you could try wearing a white crew neck t-shirt under a black or navy sweater, or maybe like a contrast, a darker outfit by wearing a bright colored scarf. The next winter style sin that I see men committing is neglecting their personal hygiene, which usually results in being left alone under the mistletoe or dateless on New Year's Eve. And if you're looking to step up your hygiene game this holiday season, then look no further than the Platinum Package 4.0 kit from the sponsor of this video, Manscaped. Now, the star of the show has got to be the Lawnmower 4.0, Manscaped's signature body hair trimmer. Perfect for your beard, cheeks, back, and private. It's cordless, fully waterproof, and designed with advanced skin safe technology, meaning no unwanted nicks or cuts. Also, I'm a big fan of the new Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. If you have any doubts about whether or not you need one of these things, then believe me, you definitely do. Also, looking good is one thing, but smelling good is a whole different ball game. And luckily for you, the package features a range of ultra premium shower products designed to keep you smelling amazing. This includes the body wash and the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, both of which are paraben-free, cruelty-free, dye-free, and vegan for added peace of mind. And finally, no grooming kit would be complete without some high-quality funk fighters. And here we have the Crop Preserver deodorant and the aluminum-free underarm stick deodorant for a feeling of all-day-long freshness. If you're planning on asking Santa for the Platinum Package 4.0, then simply head down to the description and use the link provided to get 20% off plus free international shipping. Thanks again to Manscaped for sponsoring this video, and now back to our list of men's winter style mistakes. All right, so this next one concerns your choice of winter accessory. Now, if chosen correctly, hats, scarves, and gloves can be a great way to add some texture and warmth to your seasonal outfits, but every year I see guys using these items as a way to stand out and draw attention to themselves, usually through loud colors or childish designs. Now, like all accessories, you always want to adopt a less is more approach, and this goes double for your winter pieces. Now, for your hats, I always like to recommend going for a beanie in like a dark shade with no distracting logos or graphics. Overly ornate or colorful beanies can definitely steal focus from your overall look, while more muted tones can effortlessly complement your winter fit. Now, this rule basically applies to your scarves as well, but I have to say I do like it when a guy wears a colorful scarf under his coat and it subtly peeks out around the collar. However, you always want to make sure that your scarf isn't too long or Hogwartsy when it comes to the overall design. And your gloves. So once again, you always want to go for a more muted shade. But if you want something dressier than your standard wool pair, then you go for some stylish leather gloves instead. Just never go for a fingerless pair, not this winter, not any winter. All right, so this next one is a particular bugbear for me, and that is wearing pilled or holey sweaters. Now, I honestly feel that no winter wardrobe is complete without a selection of stylish sweaters, as not only do they keep you feeling warm, but they definitely earn you some major seasonal style points. However, so many guys seem to think that it's perfectly fine to be seen in public wearing a sweater that's either full of holes or covered in little pill bumps. Now, this is a super sloppy mistake that, like your boots, usually comes as a result of failing to look after the fabric. However, a little bit of TLC can go an awful long way in making your sweaters not only look good, but last longer as well. First of all, if they have holes in them due to moths or general wear and tear, then you either need to bring them to the tailor to get them stitched up or take them to your nearest donation bin. On the other hand, if your sweaters are pilled, then this is actually something you can fix yourself using either a razor or, better yet, an electric lint shaver. Now, these things are so handy and are actually pretty affordable, especially if you compare them to the cost of having to replace your sweaters year in, year out. So we have to discuss a men's style choice that's actually one of my personal favorites, but only if utilized during the spring and summer months. That's right, it's time to talk about flashing that Minkle. Now, I just love it when a guy cuffs his pants to expose some manly ankle, and it's definitely up there with rolling up your sleeves to show off those sexy forearms. Now, that said, rocking some loafers or low tops with a pair of no-show socks is a move that should definitely go into hibernation during the colder months, and there are a number of reasons why. First of all, unless you plan on asking your grandma to knit you some little ankle scarves, then be prepared to feel some major discomfort. Exposing your bare skin to cold weather is almost as bad as getting rain or snow in your shoe and having to walk around with wet socks all day. Just the worst. Also, it just looks plain wrong. In case you haven't noticed, winter style is all about covering yourself up, and pairing your thick overcoat and wool trousers with an exposed ankle will just make you look like an idiot who ran out of socks. Now, if you happen to live somewhere that gets warm and sunny weather at this time of year, then by all means, keep flashing your Minkles as much as you want. But if you live in a colder environment, then maybe hold off until the spring. If you do want to cuff your pants, then you can totally do this with your winter footwear. And this actually looks great when done with a pair of lace-up boots. Trust me, women love this. So I get it. You've watched a few men's fashioner videos and you've decided to pick up a sexy and stylish pair of lace-up leather boots to see you through the winter. Hats off to you, my friend. Ashley approved. Unfortunately, the next mistake that is often made is not protecting your winter footwear from the harsh weather conditions that this time of year is infamous for. Real leather may be much more durable than its synthetic counterparts, but this does not necessarily mean that it's indestructible. And your boots will definitely require some maintenance if you want them to last longer than a couple of winters. First of all, make sure that you are regularly cleaning your boots using a brush and a cleaning product, as dirt and mud can clog up the pores and leave the exterior both feeling rough and looking shabby. Speaking of, it's super important to also apply a quality leather moisturizer, as this will help the material to look shiny and soft. And if you live somewhere that gets an excessive amount of rain or snow, then you should definitely consider using a waterproofing wax or seal, as this will increase the chances of keeping your feet both warm and dry.